Hello everyone, Cowbunger here with another character spotlight analysis. This time we are looking at Patrick. Lots of exciting things to cover in this one, so let's go. This video starts by showing us the Hug Driver's back. It is now Patrick's side special and functions similarly to how it does in Nickelodeon Brawl 1. Next is Patrick Pog. Patrick Pog. But seriously, this looks like the start of the super animation, and during this SpongeBob is just spinning in place when it looks like he should be sent flying, as this little visual effect shows. But then it looks like he gets hit here after the close-up, so I guess Patrick will kind of freeze people in place during the startup of his super, then he automatically hits anybody who's in front of him after the zoom in. Kinda seems weird for it to work that way, but Nickelodeon Brawl 2 is still a work in progress, which becomes very apparent in this video. At this point we cut to Con Street, where Patrick repeatedly hits his opponent with his house. Now we can see some weird stuff here, mainly the fact that Squidward's house has a pineapple texture to it. I wonder when he got that paint job done. Along with that, we see what is very clearly a placeholder texture of a squished SpongeBob flopping around every time Patrick picks up his house. It has been confirmed after the spotlight aired that it was indeed a placeholder, and this is what it looks like now. Every character has their own unique squish animation just for this move, which is wonderful. This move is also taking place in some nondescript area here, which is weird since the super in the spotlight is happening on Con Street. Some people have speculated that Con Street could be a new SpongeBob stage. However, when asked is Con Street a stage or part of Patrick's super, Game Mill responded with super. But it's weird to say that because it does also appear in campaign mode, and it's also not in the screenshot, but I guess the main takeaway we should get here is that Con Street is not a stage. I'm guessing they're creating completely new backgrounds for supers, and are also going to use those in campaign mode. And they might even make backgrounds that you can only see in campaign mode too. Who really knows for sure right now? I just kind of wonder what is up with the desert stage that SpongeBob was transferred to during the reveal trailer. Next we get a clear view of the Patrick Man costume we saw in another spotlight, but along with that we also get our first look at Jellyfish Fields. I'm glad to see we could actually see stages that we haven't seen before in these character spotlights. Makes them even more exciting than they already are. Seems like the moving platform from the first game is back here, but that's not really saying much since there are probably stage variants, and this is probably one of them. Next, Patrick does this spinning move. It was confirmed that this is his jab, and it's a very weird one. The belly flop move that was his jab in Nickelodeon Brawl 1 is now his forward light, but we don't get to see it in the spotlight. Patrick does his grab animation right out of the spin, so it doesn't have any real end lag. Patrick's regular grab moves him forward a little bit, which seems to be a unique property for him. Next, Patrick does his up light. It is similar to the up light he does in Nickelodeon Brawl 1, but his face is a lot more animated during it. Then Patrick does his down tilt, which is still the butt laser thing. Next we see Patrick doing his back air. It actually hits behind him and in front of him, which is interesting. We also see a Barnacle Boy costume for Patrick, which I think I missed in another spotlight. Then he does an uplight into back air into side B. Here Patrick is in the middle of doing his back throw. It seems extremely powerful. Next we see Patrick with the co-hanger from Squilliam Returns. This is later confirmed to be his new up strong. Then we see the Star Spin, which was originally his strong neutral air in Nickelodeon Brawl 1. However, in Nickelodeon Brawl 2 it is now his strong up air. It also stalls Patrick in the air and gives him a small vertical boost, so it can be useful while recovering. We actually get to see the first move from Donatello we have ever seen him do, and it looks like it is his light back air. Then he does another aerial that was confirmed to be his light neutral air. It has him start by swinging in front of him, and then he swings all the way to the other side of his body. This move has ridiculous range. It's like Smash 4 Cloud Nair if he had a sword attached to his sword. Okay, it's not that bad. But I did see a playtester say that they think Donnie's the best in the game right now, and that Nair alone sells it for me. Then Donnie throws a projectile upwards and then hits it with his stick like a baseball. This is probably one of his specials, but I wonder if that baseball swing was a regular attack or something he only does for his special. Here we see two things for Nigel. One is that he does have at least 4 jumps. We still don't know if there's more than that, but we know now that it's at least 4 jumps instead of 3. And the other thing is that we get to see him do a whole new attack. Here he does a swooping motion similar to a seagull when it's diving into water for fish. I'm going to guess that this is his light down air since it's similar in concept to his light down air in Nickelodeon Brawl 1, but in terms of execution it is completely different. In the first game Nigel just went diagonally downwards, but here he does that and then he curves upwards, so it's a really interesting attack and movement tool. I love Patrick's crouching animation during all of this. Him cowering in fear over the campers is funny. Next we see Patrick's light up air, which actually also doubles as a projectile attack. He flips a table and the table travels in an arc. This reminds me of Hagar from Marvel vs. Capcom. Hell, the whole character kinda does, really. Here we see how far it can go, and we also see a fourth alternate costume for Patrick. Plankton is also just chilling out in the air, totally normal activity. Next, Patrick's new down special is shown off. It is a counter move where he stances up for a fight, and then if he hits the move on the ground, it will grab his opponents and do an animation similar to Nick All-Star Brawl 1 when he does his neutral special. Though I must say, and I don't usually point out animation stuff, but the Nick All-Star Brawl 2 animation doesn't look like it hurts as much as the Nick All-Star Brawl 1 animation. Might just be how the movement was handled compared to Nick All-Star Brawl 1. If you use the move in the air, it will give Patrick a huge vertical boost while he tries to grab you, so you can go straight into an attack to close the gap. And I am assuming that this will still do the grab in the air because he does the same hugging motion he does on the grounded version before he actually grabs SpongeBob. After the air counter, Patrick does a light neutral air into dash attack, which is still a cartwheel, then slime cancels into an up strong. Then he teabags. Again, not as good as SpongeBob's, but it does kind of look like he's mocking a baby, so it's definitely better than Squidward's. Here we get a very good look at Jellyfish Fields. You can see a lot of details in the background of the stage, such as appearances from King Jellyfish and regular jellyfish, a jellyfish field sign, a jellyfish nest full of jelly, and you can even see the entire town of Bikini Bottom in the background. Amazing stuff. We get a look at Patrick's neutral special that we already saw in the mechanics showcase. The EX versions of neutral and side special both gain armor, so you gotta respect Patrick when he gets close. Patrick's up special is similar to how it works in Nick All-Star Brawl 1, but now you can slime cancel it into other attacks. It's not the best recovery move, but nothing a bit of slime meter couldn't fix. Next we see Patrick's strongs, and the only one we haven't seen is his new down strong. This is Steel Buns, and during this attack Patrick leaps very high into the air and then slams his butt down on opponents. It goes so high that it even lands on platforms, so that's kinda crazy. Next we see that his strong down air is still the ice cream drop, basically the same as the first game. We actually did see this in Jimmy Spotlight, but I didn't mention it. Though if you charge this move, you can completely stop yourself mid-air, giving you the perfect opportunity to line yourself up to hit somebody off stage. Next, Patrick does a combo. He does a down light, slime cancel wave dash into the weird spin, up light, down strong, slime cancel wave dash into up B, into another slime cancel, and finishes the combo with strong neutral air. It was confirmed by a playtester that this is what that move is. Small detail here, but the stage is filled with grass when it wasn't before. I wonder if this is the normal stage variant. Here's another combo. Patrick does up tilt into up throw, and I love how his up throw is just him squeezing the opponent so hard they pop out of his arms. Then he does a side special into light neutral air, and then strong neutral air. Here Patrick does his light forward air. Again, this is a playtester confirming that is what the move is now. It is slower and more powerful than its Nick All-Star Brawl 1 counterpart. Patrick then double jumps into a light down air, which is a little kick that sends downwards. And that is all for this showcase. Again, thank you all for your support on these videos. It means a lot, especially since I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. Tomorrow I want to live stream the Rivals of Aether Triple Character Showcase, then maybe play some Frame Makers and see if we can reach 1K subs live. So join me when I do that, subscribe so I can get to that 1K mark faster, like the video so it spreads around, and let me know what you think about Patrick. I'm a sucker for grapplers, and I'm really happy with what they have done with Patrick. Patrick was a really weird character in Nick All-Star Brawl 1 in terms of balance. He kinda just basically had some broken moves, and the rest of them weren't as good, and it gave him some very clear weaknesses. Luckily, it looks like he has a lot more to work with to suppress his weaknesses this time around. Definitely gonna try him out. Thanks for watching till the end. I'll see you on the next Spotlight. Bye.